Welcome to Podcast Parker. This is Podcast Parker. I'll be your host, Podcast Parker. Video games are enjoyed by nearly half of the world's population, making for a great escape from reality while creating fun memories that will last a lifetime. Spending time playing these games can have a negative side effect as well, with studies from Harvard showing increased mental stress and anxiety in teens and adults. Some physical symptoms include carpal tunnel, trigger finger, as well as tennis elbow, which are all results of muscles and tendons becoming inflamed. Some mental symptoms include increased anxiety and depression, while also complementing spatial reasoning skills and refining hand-eye coordination. All right. Okay. Hi. What is your name and what got you into gaming?
My name's Miranda, and I think what got me into gaming was it started when I was really young, and my dad had like an Xbox, and I wasn't allowed to watch him. He played games like Halo and stuff, and I wasn't allowed to watch him because my mom was like against me seeing shooting games and stuff, and so I would always like stand like off to the corner and hide so like they couldn't see me watching. But that's like my earliest memory, and then like I got into games like Minecraft and Roblox as things got older. But I think when quarantine hit, like I didn't have my own PlayStation or like any way to play games really except on my iPad. But then quarantine hit and we were stuck at home all the time, and so my dad would always like play games on the TV with some of his friends, and I started really wanting to join in. So eventually I started playing. I had this cruddy like laptop that I bought to do digital art on, and I never used it for that. I downloaded Apex and I just started like playing with like so much like ping and stuff. But that was what I first remember, like when I got into games, and probably the people around me got me into games the most.
Awesome. Well, what type of games do you play?
I consider myself to be a variety gamer, but I do mostly right now like play like shooting games, like FPS. Like those are fast paced and they're the most fun for me. But I also like the variety of the characters is fun. You know, there's somebody for everybody, I feel like. But also games like The Sims or Minecraft, like those are really nice for me when I want to slow it down a little bit. And I also love story games too, but those take some patience sometimes to get through. Well, I think all games take patience.
Yes, definitely. All right. Well, how would you say gaming has affected your mental health?
I think for me, not all the time, but sometimes I feel like I have a lot of anxiety about other like outside things, you know, like things that may be out of my control. And so lately, gaming has been really like an escape. It helps me to forget about it, just to focus on, you know, what's happening in the game and in the moment, or playing with my friends helps me to forget about all that. But also, on the flip side of things, it can be frustrating sometimes. You know, I'm sure you know that well, but
Yeah.
it's definitely. I think it's beneficial for me mentally. It's a nice break and escape from, you know, like the stressors of the world sometimes.
Well, what are some things you don't like about gaming?
Well, for me, I don't like talking to other people. It's the culture that people have online these days is so, everybody is so mean, and it's pretty hateful, and that I think can kind of diminish somebody's mental a lot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, somebody constantly telling you like, oh, you're so trash, or like calling you even meaner things. But also as a girl, I hesitate to even talk to people. Like, I never talk in voice chats and anything because just what I've seen, the like sexism against women in games it's disgusting, honestly. Like, just the way that girls can be treated just because you hear their voice over the game, and so that keeps me back. And so I think it's really just like the culture that people have around communicating with people on a screen, you know, like they can't see you, so they don't really. It doesn't bother them what they say to you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what's some things you enjoy about gaming? What do you enjoy about gaming?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot that to enjoy about games. Like they're really great, and there's so many different um, types of games. Like there's something for everybody, but I like the. It just depends on the game, I guess. Like I like building things and designing, so like games like The Sims or Minecraft, like those, I feel like are very, I guess catered to people like that, or just like create. They give you creative freedom, but also like games like FPS games like Apex or Overwatch, like those. I don't know what's fun about those for me. I guess just because my friends play them and I consider myself to be good at them, so it's an enjoyable experience. But like all the characters are cool and they have cool abilities, like
Yeah.
I guess that's what I like about it all.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right, nerd.
Hi. What's your name and what got you into gaming?
So my name is Mr. Greg, a.k.a. the Squad Father. And what got me into gaming, when I was young, my mom used to take me to the mall, and while she was shopping, I would get to go into the arcade and pump quarters into cabinet games, and I became quickly addicted to video games. I also had a friend that I met when I was probably 10 or 11 who had one of the first console games, an Atari, in his house, and to play video games at home was a new and exciting experience. So those two things was my first introduction to gaming, and I was hooked instantly.
Wow. Well, what type of games do you play?
So I play a lot of shooter games, first-person shooters, but I also like car racing games. I like campaign games where it's just a single-player game, you against computer opponents, working your way through maps and things. I really find that a lot of different types of games appeal to me just because I love the strategy and the tactics and the just the immersion of kind of being in a virtual world, just kind of having fun and being challenged by the gaming environment. So mostly I play a lot of shooter games now, a little bit of racing games, but I'm not adverse to playing anything that just find enjoyable and not too stressful.
Well, what would you say gaming has affected your mental health at all?
It definitely can. So, some of these shooter games now that are played in an online multiplayer environment where you're playing against opponents that are real people somewhere else, like there's a competitive side of that just you want to do well, and when you don't, because you obviously nobody wins every single game, and so when you don't do well, when an opponent just kind of beats you up kind of in game, it can definitely, if that happens over and over again, it can definitely create a negative mental health effect. I will say too, the other side of gaming that's evolved over the last several years is the ability to communicate with your opponents. They some games now allow you to have in-game chat that's just not with your teammates, but with opponents too, if they're in proximity to you. That can create a really toxic environment sometimes, and that toxicity that comes out from people that you're competing against sometimes can actually negatively impact your mental health. But on the other side of things, I will say that there's aspects of gaming that I don't know if it actually improves your overall mental health, but it does put you in kind of a joyful state. And I think a lot of that comes from being able to play with friends and have fun and be silly and recognize at the end of the day that win or lose, it's just a game. It has no real impact on life. So I think there are positive aspects of it, but it's a balance, and people need to be aware of the negative side of things, because that can really spiral if there's too much negativity for too long.
Well, what would you say are some things that you don't like about gaming?
That toxicity is definitely something that I don't enjoy, because it does contribute to kind of a negative image, a negative idea of your abilities to play the game, and some people take it to really, really inappropriate, toxic levels of derogatory terminology, and so I think that's one thing. Like, it could have been just a good thing, but it is because some people are just broken. They use that opportunity to really try to make you feel bad when you don't succeed, when you don't do well, and that's not fun. Thankfully, a lot of the games give you the ability to turn that functionality off, which is good. But I think the other side of gaming that's difficult is it is fun, and it draws you in, but it can definitely be a time sink. And so if you think about the amount of time you might invest in gaming, and if that time is resulting in negative effects on your mental health, that's something that you really need to be careful with, so that it doesn't put you into a really negative mindset. You really need to keep it where it is. It's a game, and it's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be enjoyable. And if it's not getting that way, we need to have the wherewithal to just turn it off and step away from it for a period of time. So, but that's I think one of the biggest things I don't like about gaming right now.
Definitely. Well, what are some things you enjoy about gaming?
It's the ability to play with friends. We play together a lot, and several other of us play together. And the fact that you can, it was cool back in the day that you could be at an arcade together, pumping quarters into a cabinet box that was a video game, and you could play 1 or 2 player games. Some of them evolved to 4 player games, so you could be there with your friends playing a game. But the fact now that we have opportunities to play, although we're not together personally, we're together virtually in a gaming environment. We can communicate, and we can be silly, we can have fun, we can work together. I think that's one of the coolest things. For many years, I just played single player games by myself until I realized the ability to play multiplayer games online, and that evolution really opened up some enjoyable opportunities to play with friends, for a common goal, whether it's to win a match, or to build something, to win a race, whatever it is. Like, to do it together socially makes it even more fun than just doing it by yourself. So I think that's one of the things I enjoy most about the gaming environment now, is that you can do it with friends, and you don't necessarily have to be in the same room anymore. You can be thousands of miles apart and still connected virtually through a gaming environment, and be able to communicate and talk and have fun and be silly and lift one another up at times. And so I think that's the coolest thing that I enjoy.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I enjoyed the time we have gaming, and I look forward to our next session.
Bro, all right. Hi, what's your name and what got you into gaming?
My name's Thomas, and I like Fortnite.
Nice. What's like the earliest time you can remember playing games?
What do you mean?
Like whenever you were a kid,
Oh. I remember playing the Sophia the First game, like on my iPad. It was like an old Samsung.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Well, what types of games do you play?
I play Fortnite.
Would you say you're good at Fortnite?
Yeah. Pretty good.
You awesome. Well, what would you say gaming has affected your mental health at all? Like, do you get mad or are you happy all the time when you play games?
I get happy and mad. Like when I die by fall damage, it like really hurts me inside.
Okay. What do you not like about video games?
The only thing I don't like is when I die, and then I have to start over again.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about it?
When I win and do good.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Huh?
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, but all right. Hi, what's your name and what got you into gaming?
My name's John. Do I have to say my last name too? No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. My name is John Rogers.
All right, just start over now. Okay. Just ruined the whole podcast.
Just say your first name.
Okay. My name's John.
Not
Oh,
You gotta let me do. You gotta let me say the intro first. All right, hold it to me. Hold it to me.
no, papi, no, papi, no, papi, no, papi, no, papi, no. You know about no, papi.